You can bet your bottom dollar. Great programming coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Stand by. Hold on. Talk at its finest, coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 2 minutes, stand by. We know what guys are talking about. Stand by. A great show coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 30 seconds. Stand by. Don't go away. Stop. If they're talking about it at the barbershop, we're talking about it here on SME. Great show coming up in about 30 seconds. Don't go away. Stand by. It's time. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Another great product on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yeah!
Warning. Listening to the Doug Stewart Show may cause sore throat from arguing about sports so much, increased knowledge of sports and sports issues, short tolerance for BS sports shows. You will start referring to yourself as a Stewie, consistent visits to the Doug Stewart Show chat room to talk ish, a sudden craving for boiled peanuts. Fellas, better luck with the ladies. Ladies, better luck with the fellas. A deeper appreciation for 80s and 90s hip-hop music and an uncontrollable urge to donate money to the Doug Stewart Show. We thank you for listening. Enjoy.
Ain't nothing but against the party.
I'm going to give it to you raw. No Vaseline.
What?
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
And that's figuratively, not
Yeah,
literally,
I effed
because
up.
I don't get down like that. You know
Nah.
what I mean? The realest, the trillest,
Nah.
talk show in America. The Doug
don't get
Stewart
down
Show.
like that.
Show. Let's go, Stewies. Let's go. Yeah. What's happening? Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show. And this is a fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. And oh boy, we got a lot of great things planned for you today, as we do every single day. Shouts out and good morning to all of the Stewies. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we got a lot we got to do. Pump, bring it back. Bring it back. Yeah, November 4th, 2016. Thank you so much for joining your boy on the Doug Stewart Show. We are brought to you by FireFan.com. FireFan.com. We're brought to you by FireFan.com. FireFan.com. That's who brings you the Doug Stewart Show. Hey, good morning to everybody tuning into the Doug Stewart Show, man, early this morning. Well, depending on where you are at. It might be the afternoon. It might be the evening. It might be night. I keep forgetting that, man. We got people that listen to this show all over the world. I had an actual email that somebody had sent me a while back, man, and my mind, I've taken a lot of hits to the head. And damn, I wish I could. I wish I could find it, man, but somebody, one of our military service members, emailed me and was like, man, they caught wind of my show some kind of way, and him and his troop or whatever they call it, his battalion or whatever, they listen to the show faithfully daily, man. But shouts out to everybody, no matter where you're at, that's tuning into the Doug Stewart Show. If you are new to the show, though, a couple things I need you to do. I need you to go to Spreaker.com. That's speaker with an R. Search and find the Doug Stewart Show. All right? Once you find it, hit the follow button. That's very important that you do that so that when this show or any other show on the network goes live, we have other shows that come on this network, the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. And then I need you to hit the little chat bubble thingy. We have the best chat room in the world. I call it the Fantasy Island of Sports and Guy Chat, and its inhabitants, the people inside that chat room, I call them the Stewies. Good morning, Stewies. And so, what you need to do is post your thoughts in the chat room. I read a lot of it throughout the show. It makes this the most interactive sports and guy talk show in America. All right, we talk sports around here. Obviously, that's the foundation, but we get into a bunch of other stuff as well. Entertainment, hot topics, basically, is what we get in around here. But you can also call the show at 404-382-0338, old school style. Or you can even email me. Like I said earlier, I got an email from a cat across the water. Email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. All right, that's doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. All right, so what are we getting into today? Today is a fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. We do a lot of football talk on today, obviously, getting set for the weekend. Obviously, we got to talk about last night, the Atlanta Falcons kicking much ass and taking many names. Yeah, but I'm still kind of weary about the Atlanta Falcons. I just got to be honest. I'm still weary of them sapsuckers, but we'll talk a little bit about the Falcons, NFL midseason recap, okay? Some interesting talk there. Week 8 was last week, man, so we're halfway through. I talked about this a couple of days ago, but we're halfway through. We're going to kind of look back and see who's done some big things and who's gone the opposite direction in the first half of the NFL season. And then we have the Funky Four, the 4 biggest games in the NFL and the 4 biggest games in college football. We'll kind of preview those. All right? Yeah. Later on today as well, we got birthdays, entertainment, big movies coming out tonight. We'll talk briefly about that. And then we have the Ball Peanuts Award. Yeah, and this is really a sad part about the Doug Stewart Show every Friday, where we basically give out a Buster of the Week award. We call it the Ball Penis Award. It's a long story on how we got the name. Don't worry about that right now if you're new. But we give it out to the Buster of the Week in sports, entertainment, and beyond. All right, so here are your nominees, so say the Stewies. Lil Wayne for ignorant, and I mean ignorant statements about Black Lives Matter. He was probably high, so y'all nominated Lil Wayne. Y'all nominated Cam Newton for his warped sense of fashion. This ninja. Y'all also nominated Real People Music for disrespecting hip-hop in general with his thoughts and ideals about the genre. Very disrespectful. Real People Music. How you call yourself Real People Music? Y'all also nominated Grego the Stewie just because. Someone nominated the CMAs, the Country Music Awards, for erasing Beyonce off of their site. Now, I got to be honest with you. I don't know the full details about this story. Maybe y'all can tell me about it in the chat. I'll tell you what, maybe I'll read about it during the break when I get a second. So y'all nominated the Country Music Awards. Okay, I'm okay with that. And then lastly, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, and lastly, y'all nominated the #1 chief rocker, Vern from Jersey, the Stewie. The reason y'all nominated the number one Chief Rocker Vern from Jersey to Stewie is he continuously disrespects the chat room, his fellow Stewies, and most importantly, the host of the Doug Stewart Show. With his porn and his pervasion all up in the chat room. Every time you turn around, quick story for the new listeners to the show. Every Wednesday, we have this beautiful thing that's called Woman Wednesday. And we ask the Stewies to change their avatars to beautiful women. Salacious, seductive, beautiful women. And all we ask is that you keep it classy. And Vern, from time to time, man, he's an habitual line stepper. Not even time to time, a lot of times. He's an habitual line stepper. And he posts porn sometimes. Porn! So this past Wednesday, he posted some real nasty shit. He posted a woman's camel toe. I know, studio audience. There's no room in the chat room for camel toes. And so we had to suspend his ass, take his damn account away, and y'all nominated him for a Ball Penis Award. So we'll give that award out a little bit later today on the Doug Stewart Show. Damn it, Vern. Nasty, fat, nasty. So those are your nominees for the Ball Penis Award. I tell you what, when we get back from the break, though, man, we got to talk about them Falcons, man. I'm kind of, I don't, you know, listen, you know what happened. They got it done last night, man, beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in easy fashion for the most part. I mean, Tampa Bay put up some points, but the Falcons did it, man, and I want to say something, you know. Strong. I want to give a strong statement about the Falcons, but I'm kind of scared. It's as simple as that. We'll get into it a little bit more when we get back from the break, man. Once again, you can call the show 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. But when we get back from the break, man, let's talk about them Atlanta Falcons. Very good win. Thursday night football. The world was watching. Prime time. It kicked Tampa Bay's ass. We'll talk about it up next. And kind of my, hesitation to say the Falcons got a real chance this year to do some big things. We'll get more into it when we get back, all right? Don't go away. Back in 3 minutes. Quick little break. The Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away.
The sleeper pick. The guy only you believe in. In 1 week fantasy football on DraftKings, he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's going to play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
To create your account, click on the banner link on the DougStewartShow.com or the Doug Stewart Show app. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now.